Hello friends, I Devang Prajapati from Upanishad Science Academy Limkheda, Standard 12, General Principles and Processes of Isolation of Elements, Chapter number 6, Short number 4. Now before starting the short number 4, I'll brief you what we have done in the short number 3, means in the last video. In last video we have seen the leaching, roasting and calcination. Okay, so let's start the short number 4, which will be based on the NCERT book page number 151 to 155. So let's begin it. Now in this short 4, what we are going to discuss, okay, I'll brief you first. First we'll be starting with the thermodynamic principle of the metallurgy, then Ellingham diagram and tips of solving the MCQ for GNEET. Okay, so let's begin it. The first topic, that is thermodynamic principles of metallurgy. So thermodynamics, now my dear students, these already the name of the chapter, that is thermodynamics, in the standard 11 you have learned it already. Okay, so there are so many thermodynamic principles of standard 11, okay, which is going to help you over here to solve the few metallurgical transformations. Then the Gibbs energy, the first one, is the most significant term over here. The change in Gibbs energy, that is delta G, for any processes at any specified temperature is described by the following equation. The equation is delta G is equal to delta H minus T delta S. Now what is this all? Already we are aware, but I'll brief you first. The delta G is called as an Gibbs free energy. Delta H is called as an enthalpy, change in the enthalpy. T, we are aware, that is considered to be the temperature, and delta S, that is the change in the entropy, that is randomness, degree of randomness. So now the next formula, that is delta G is equal to minus RT ln K. So what is it? Again delta G, we are aware, that is Gibbs free energy. R is the gas constant, then K is equilibrium constant. Now the thermodynamic principles of the metallurgy, okay, there are few things which I'll be clearing just now. Suppose if any reaction is taking place spontaneously, okay, means by itself, if it is taking place, then during that time the value of delta G should be negative. Okay, value of delta G should be negative. Then and then only we can say that the reaction will be spontaneous. So for the same, in the formula the delta S should be positive. Okay, so here if it is positive, then positive negative will be negative, so you can say that T delta S will be greater than delta H. Okay, so the value of delta G will be the negative. Okay, so this is, you can say that when delta G will be negative. So when the reaction is taking place by itself spontaneously, during that time the delta G will be negative and delta S will be positive. Okay, now if reactants and product of two reactions are put together in a system and the net delta G, means the total delta G, total Gibbs energy of the two possible reactions is negative, the overall reaction will be taking place. In previous slide I have explained you, the same thing is written over here. Okay, if delta G is negative, then only the reaction will be taking place by itself. Now this is what about the previous. Now the next and most important for NEET, G and GUJCAT, okay, that is Ellingham diagram. Okay, so what is first the Ellingham diagram? I'll say you first. The name of the scientist, that is H.J.T. Ellingham, who introduced this diagram first time. What was it? He has drawn the diagram or the graph. On y-axis he has taken the delta G, that is Gibbs free energy, and on x-axis he has taken the temperature, okay, which you can see over here. So it's a graph or diagram of delta G versus T, okay, that is considered to be the Ellingham diagram. Very much important topic for NEET, G as well as Gujket. So pay more attention and see video till at the end. So let's begin it. By which formula it has been drawn, means how this Ellingham diagram has been developed, by which formula. So this formula already we are aware, that is delta G is equal to delta H minus T delta S. Now here this formula has compared with the straight line equation, straight line formula, that is y is equal to mx plus c. Now here this delta G is on y-axis, delta H, that is c, you can call it as an intercept. T delta S is considered to be the slope, which is having the negative value, okay, that is mx, which is on x-axis, okay. So it represents the reaction of any element with 1 mole of oxygen and give rise to oxide of that element. Now here there is an example for you, okay, that is M plus O2, you will be getting the oxide of M. Now here instead of M you can take it E also, okay, it is on up to us, okay, which element it is. Now these, when such reactions are taking place, at that time whatever the Gibbs transformations are taking place, Gibbs energy transformations, okay, this Ellingham diagram is based on it, okay. So let's begin. Which reaction will give the negative slope? Now there are 3 conditions, okay, one by one we'll be seeing this, okay. The first condition is, that is which reaction will give the negative slope. So the diagram you can see it, negative slope means when the line is coming down, downside. Here you can see in the graph, okay, delta G versus T, the graph is Ellingham diagram, okay, and negative side, okay, negative slope is there. So the formula we are aware, delta G is equal to delta H minus T delta S. Now in these, if delta ES is positive, if delta S is positive, okay, this delta S, if it is positive, then T delta S will be negative, okay, and T delta S value will be, compared to delta H, it would be more high. So because of that delta G will be the negative, okay, and the reaction will be taking place by itself, means towards the negative side, okay. And slope, already you are aware, okay, what is the value of slope, okay, slope, the value you can see over here. What is the value of slope? Slope is minus T delta S, okay, minus delta S, that is the value of slope, okay. So because if it is this delta S, if it is positive, then positive and negative, plus and minus, it would be minus. So T delta S value will be more, and because of that delta G value will be more. And here you can see when this slope will be negative and delta S is in positive, so positive multiplied by negative, the answer will be negative, and negative, this is what the slope. So that's why it will become the negative slope, okay. And for the same, there is a chemical reaction, even in the graph also you can see, and here also it has been given, okay. 2 carbon will combine with 1 mole of oxygen, okay, and you will be getting 2 mole of carbon monoxide. Now here you can see that this carbon is in the solid form, this oxygen is the 1 mole of gas, okay, in the gaseous form, whereas the product what we are getting, that is 2 mole of gas we are getting, okay. Carbon monoxide is in the gaseous form, so here if you will be seeing, then the mole of gases has been increased from 1 to 2. So when the mole is increasing, the graph will be the negative. Okay, these also you can explain. So this is what about the which reaction will give negative slope. Now next, the opposite of it, which reaction will give the positive slope. Again, it is very easy. The graph you can see it, positive means towards upward. Here there is for magnesium it has been given, for aluminium it is given. Okay, this both you can see it, which is giving upward direction. So again, delta G delta H minus T delta S. If delta S is negative, the value of this delta S is negative, then negative and negative it would be the positive. Automatically the slope will be positive. Okay, very easy. Now here example, that is of magnesium. With 1 mole of oxygen you will be getting magnesium oxide. Okay, but here if you will be seeing, okay, then magnesium is in solid form. Okay, 1 mole of oxygen, 1 mole is there. Okay, but again it is in gaseous form. So the mole of gases here, if you will see, okay, then mole of this oxygen, this is in solid form, so the mole of oxygen will be the 0 over there. Okay, so the mole of gas has been decreased. Okay, so the entropy, it has been decreased, so the slope will be the positive. In previous case the entropy it has been increased, whereas here the entropy it has been decreased. Okay, so mole is decreased, the entropy is decreased, because of that the graph will be positive in slope. Okay, now this is what the second condition. Now the third condition, when reaction will give straight line graph. So again, straight line graph, you can see over here the straight line is there. Okay, in the graph delta G versus T. Okay, in Ellingham diagram, again the formula delta G is equal to delta H minus T delta S. If delta S is 0, if the value of entropy is 0, okay, then T delta S will be also 0, and automatically the slope of this, okay, will be 0. Okay, so you will be getting the straight line. Okay, straight line graph. So the example for the same C plus O2, you will be getting CO2. Okay, here if you see 1 mole of oxygen, okay, and you will be getting 1 mole of carbon dioxide. Okay, this carbon is in solid form, oxygen is in gaseous form, carbon dioxide is in gaseous form. Okay, so the mole of gases, it is not neither decreased nor increased, so it is remaining same, so the automatically the graph will be the straight line. Now trick to solve the MCQ, very much important for NEET as well as G as well as Gujket. Okay, try to remember this, my dear students. Okay, the metal whose graph is downside can help to reduction of other metal which is on the top side. Okay, very simple. Okay, जो metal डाउन साइड यानी नीचे की तरफ होता है, ठीक है, दूसरा एक ही ग्राफ में 2 मेटल है सपोज, ठीक है, एक नीचे की साइड पे है, एक ऊपर की साइड पे है, ठीक है, तो नीचे वाला जो है वो ऊपर वाले का रिडक्शन करेगा, ठीक है, और वो मेटल दे देगा, ठीक है। देखो अभी द मेटल हुज ग्राफ विल बी डाउन साइड विल गिव द मेटल ऑफ अप साइड, उल्टा पॉसिबल नहीं है, ऊपर वाला मेटल नीचे वाला मेटल देने वाला नहीं है अकॉर्डिंग टू एलिंगहाम डायग्राम, ठीक है। थोड़ा कॉम्प्लेक्स है पर एक एग्जाम्पल से हम समझेंगे, ठीक है। देखो ग्राफ में आप देखोगे तो एल्यूमिनियम एंड मैग्नीशियम 2 मेटल्स है हमारे पास, ठीक है। सो मैग्नीशियम विल बी सी, मैग्नीशियम इज डाउन साइड, वो नीचे वाला है, और एल्यूमिनियम ऊपर वाला है, तो मैग्नीशियम जो है वो Al2O3 का रिडक्शन करके एल्यूमिनियम देने वाला है, ओके, पर एल्यूमिनियम विल नॉट एबल टू गिव द मैग्नीशियम, ठीक है, ये हमें याद रखना है। सो मैग्नीशियम विल कैरी आउट द रिडक्शन ऑफ एल्यूमिनियम ऑक्साइड एंड गिव राइज टू द एल्यूमिनियम मेटल। ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है टू सॉल्व द MCQ for G, NEET as well as the Gujket. So try to remember this, okay. Then if any doubt is there regarding this lecture, okay, then you can contact on my number, okay, even you can comment in the comment box also, okay. So that's all from this particular video, okay. Now in short number 5 what we are going to see means points of next video. the blast furnace, very much important topic in detail, as well as the extraction of zinc from zinc oxide. Okay, so these are the two topics which we are going to see in the next video, that is short number 5. So don't forget to see. That's all. Thank you.